Hey, everybody. We're live at the Paste Studio in New York right now with Wire. Guys, thank you very much for coming and doing this. We appreciate it. On yesterday, show day at Music Hall of Williamsburg. Today, show day, Music Hall of Williamsburg. So we really appreciate the time you're spending here with us today. And we're about to share 3 of your songs with the internet right now. One of them is from Mind Hive, which is out on your label, Pink Flag. And we're going to hear a couple from across the catalog, too. What's first?
We're starting off with Cactus, which is from Mind Hive. Take it away, Rob. Mind Hive, algorithmically scanning, defending exploration and language, air extensions. You better watch your style. You shouldn't place your bet. You may have played your hand with engaged in man. It's a throwdown. It's a tag team angle. It's a face-off. Then a cheap shot, low blow. Figuratively speaking, the meaning quite porous. You are well versed in verses and chorus. The chorus. You better watch your step. You shouldn't place your bet. You may have played your hand. You did engaged in man. It's a throwdown. It's a tag team angle. It's a face-off. Then a cheap shot, low blow. Informants, scaling, involvement, discard new litanies, deride, conventions. You better watch your style. You couldn't place your bet. You may have played your hand. You did engaged in man. It's a throwdown. It's a tag team angle. It's a face-off. Then a cheap shot, low blow. Thanks, Rob.
All right.
An extra beat.
Yeah.
Thank you guys, man. It sounds great. Thanks for coming and doing this. I'm glad that you guys had a chance a little bit offline to take a look at the tapes here. You saw the John Coltrane, the Steve Miller, standing in front of Elvis Costello, the Pretenders, a lot of stuff here. And I mean, generally I would ask a band about who has influenced you. I mean, it's the easiest possible thing I could ask a band, but it doesn't make sense in this case. I mean, you guys have been doing it for absolutely for 40 plus years now.
Yeah.
Can you talk about some of the artists who, I mean, from Sonic Youth, Black Flag, REM, so many artists have been influenced by you guys. Can you talk about some of the artists who you admire that might have taken some cues from you, whether it's the giant household names or some emerging artists right now?
I think they're an amazing band, the Giant Household Names. I mean, they're one of my favourite bands. Yeah. Actually, the first single, that's the best one.
How is that not a thing yet? There's got to be a household name.
Yeah.
Like wax cylinder.
Yeah.
Really exceptionally good.
I think.
Just before the Velvets did the first album.
Yeah. I think probably best wire cover, like a German Shepherds.
Yes, I agree with that.
Bands influenced by wire. Some of them are great, and some of them are not so great. Some of them you feel really proud about. Some of them you just wonder, I don't see the influence, but thank you very much. We like what you do. And some of them you just think, yeah, well, I wish you hadn't said that. So I'm not naming names.
You could name names and stir some shit for no reason. We could if you want. We don't have to.
Why would we want to do that?
We do not want to spread
As someone once told me, you might meet them at a festival, you know.
Nice. Well, thank you, man. Really appreciate you guys being here today. Have a great show tonight. That's happening Music Hall of Williamsburg, and there's 2 more songs coming up. What's happening second today?
Okay, so the second song is actually just been previewed on this very site yesterday. It's called Small Black Reptile, and it's from, believe it or not, like London buses. You wait for 3 years for a Wire album to come, and suddenly there's 2. We're doing 2 releases this year. The second release is called 1020. It's a kind of interesting combination, which is a long story to explain, but it's a Record Store Day release. That means it's coming out on Record Store Day, of course. It contains some things which may be familiar from other places, but we've transformed them utterly. And this song, Small Black Reptile, was originally on Manscaped, but the version on Manscaped is almost laughable.
What did you call people who consumed a lot in the 80s?
I would call that person like American Psycho. Yuppies, I guess. Yuppie's the name for that, right?
That's what the song's about.
Can you, into the mic?
That's what the song's about.
That's exactly what the song's about.
1980s consumerism?
Yes. And it's still relevant to this day, and we're going down the hill.
Oh, there we go. Now you know everything about everything.
Everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Effects in a small black reptile, broadened at the shoulder, and a swing at the hips. Room for a big fish, a crack of whips, demander of service, a generous tips. Narrow in the eye and a puller of wool, the bow on the purse strings, diaries full, arrangements fixed. Room for a big fish, a crack of whips, demander of service, a generous tips. Dining tips, expensive dates. Oh, room for a big fish, a crack of whips, demander of service, and generous tips. A crossing of arms, a sucking of cheeks. Dining expensive dates. For a big fish, a crack of whips, demander of service, a and generous tips. Small black reptile. Small black.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, guys. Germany's here right now. They're in the comment section. Germany's here. There's an invitation to play punk rock bowling, which is, I think it's Vegas, maybe. I don't know if you wanted to play punk rock bowling. There's a thing in Asbury Park also. I'm not sure which he's talking about, but punk rock bowling sounds a ton of fun.
So, punk rock goal. Yeah.
Enjoy all the tour dates and travel safe. You got a lot coming up. There's Europe and Asia too. You're playing Mongolia, I saw. Is that a first for you guys?
Yeah. Well, if we get there.
Can you tell us more about the documentary? So I now know that it exists. It's in production right now. It's gloriously titled People in a Film. Maybe working title. Maybe that's what it's going to be.
No, it's going to be called People in a Film.
Nice.
The title is based on a performance we did at the end of the 70s, which was called People in a Room. So it's a kind of play on that, People in a Film. I mean, kind of Wire fans will know exactly what that means.
It's a typical Bruce Gilbert title.
Yeah. Basically, it started out because I saw when Marky Smith died. I mean, the BBC showed a documentary about the Fall called The Weird and Wonderful World of the Fall. And I just thought, well, if somebody from us goes, there'll be nothing. Because there's no, Wire is not one of those bands that BBC producery types tend to like. We're considered too clever for our own good. So I just thought, well, maybe we should look at whether we can do one or not. And we started talking to people. Long story short, people said, there's a demand for this. You should make it. So we have two friends, a producer and a director, who are working on it. They've taken over the production. We're not actually physically producing it, they've filmed us in various situations. They're filming a whole bunch of people involved with the Wire story, really going really deep into it. I mean, they even filmed George Gill, who was in the original 5-piece version of Wire. And, if you know your deep Wire history, I mean, that is an amazing thing.
I was going to say, the two guys are Graham Duff and Malcolm Boyle. And I think what recommended them to us is a series that Graham did on TV. It was a soap opera about a weed dealer in Salford, which was called Ideal, which is exceedingly funny. It has Marky Smith as Jesus in it, so you get the idea. So we thought, these guys might be up for the job.
Is that, where can I see that? Say it one more time. What's the title of that
It's
series?
called Ideal.
I think there were 9 series, and then a new lady came to the BBC and she didn't think it was the kind of thing that people should be enjoying, despite the fact it was getting bigger all the time.
I'm current on High Maintenance, so I need to watch a series that's similar to that. So I'm looking for Ideal immediately.
I love it. It's got sort of evangelical Christians, triads, mafia, Johnny Vegas, a woman who likes having sex with dead people. It's like endless. It's got people like Oasis in it. It's like Psycho Paul. It's wonderful.
On the fence about it right up until the necrophilia, but as soon as you said that, I'm going to immediately seek it out right now.
Come on, I saw there was a glint there. you were the one who brought up American Psycho earlier.
And so everything about the film is up at wire-film.com, and we'll stay tuned. It's out in maybe 2 years.
There was a kind of GoFundMe thing at the beginning to get them going. We chipped in some money as well, but they're just basically they have what they need for right now. But if people do want to contribute more towards it, I mean, films cost a lot of money.
So far we haven't been able to fund the chariot race, but we're going to have a day for that. You get to ride your own chariot, and
it's the massive Ben-Hur climax
with those other guys.
Nice. Well, we'll stay tuned. I'm looking forward to it when it exists. Good luck with everything with the production, and maybe 2022-ish. It sounds like. And there's more music. You're gonna do one more today. What's happening last?
There's more music. Yes, there is. So we're going a little bit, catalog deep. For a song from the 17th century, back in the day when we were young and even vaguely good looking, we had an album called Chairs Missing that was released. It was actually made just before we played in New York for the first time. Our fantastic tour of one venue.
Where was it?
CBGB's.
Was it the one? It's the one. Yeah. I mean, if you're going to go to one place, then that's it.
And then went home. And then didn't play in America again for the rest of the 70s.
2 weeks it was.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks. Yeah, we stayed in the Holiday Inn on West 57th Street, which still exists. Okay, all right. Well, anyway, without further ado, this is called French Film Blurred. Understand your plea to live, or the guy's wish to take or give. However, as backing away, he fell and lay dead amongst the firewood display. It's not quite the way to say goodbyes, not quite the way to behave. Secured you a concrete grave beneath the motorway. Gold scissors cut the ribbon and set them loose. On the opening day, the vibrations will shake your bones. I guess that's the disadvantage of not speaking a second language. 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 A second language.
All right. Thank you guys for doing
There
this.
they were gone.
Have a great show at Music Hall tonight. Music Hall of Williamsburg tonight. The Sinclair in Cambridge tomorrow night. There's a number of U.S. dates. You're headed down to Austin 17th and 18th for
Yes,
where the
for
population density will be a little bit.
For the non-South by Southwest.
Yeah. And then Europe, Asia, Mongolia. That's going to be a ton of fun. So travel safe and enjoy it. And you're coming back to the U.S. in
It's
October.
early for Mongolia.
Yeah, we just announced October on the West Coast as well.
Space and
Nice.
Europe's.
Well, enjoy all of it. Thank you again for coming and doing this.
All right, thank you
Appreciate
very
it.
much.
All right.